How's it going, guys? It's Friday, September 22nd, and I got you this week's video full of fun and interesting fish. Let's get right into it. Starting us off this week, we have a whole bunch of beautiful Bosmani rainbows. Quite a lot of them in right now. These guys are great to keep in pairs or schools. Absolutely love seeing them. As well as some pretty albino rainbow sharks. And some really pretty half moon betas. Females. And moving right along, we have the ever adorable marble hatchet fish. Absolutely love these guys. Very pretty hatchet fish species. And like all hatchet fishes, they're just cute. I absolutely love them. They occupy such an interesting little niche at the top of the tank. Great for filling an otherwise generally empty space. Moving right along to an incredibly cool fish this week. Really awesome to see. This guy is the Neolamprologus Titus, which is kind of a long, fancy way to say that he's kind of like a dwarf crebensis. If I had to describe what it is like to care for and work with these fish, they're like a dwarf crebensis, because a lot of what you're seeing is not much bigger than they'll get. These guys are a very small river cichlid native to Africa. I believe they come from the People's Democratic Republic of Congo, which is really cool. Nice blackwater river cichlid. Unlike many other blackwater fish, they are incredibly colorful, especially when they get into some of their breeding colors. They're really cool, but I also just love that beautiful flag tail. Just an absolutely gorgeous fish all around. And really cool. I mean, like I said, you can equate it best to almost as if it is a dwarf crebensis cichlid, which is just really cool. And speaking of crebensis, I wasn't necessarily planning on talking about them today. I kind of came to their tank for something else, but hey, still cool to feature them. Absolutely beautiful, especially these Moali Moali localities, which is not Moali like the lake. It's different. These guys are still a river cichlid. It's just a different part of Africa. Really cool though. But what I came over here to show was all these absolutely gorgeous red lyre-tail mollies we have in right now. Almost looks as if you were to cross like a molly with a sword tail. It's just really pretty. And super bright. I mean, you can even see the camera's having trouble with them. They are really pretty fish. Love it. And moving right along, for those of you who love your angels, we have these absolutely gorgeous platinum angels in. They're bright, shiny, pretty, all around awesome, as well as adorable Chinese high-fin sharks. Love those guys. Something about them I think is just adorable. Really cool. Moving right along to another really cool fish. We have the Goiter River Rainbow, a rainbow species that is just absolutely gorgeous, especially as they start to mature. Those stripes come in heavy, the beautiful flashy orange with the nice steel blue. Absolutely gorgeous rainbow fish, though hard to say most rainbow fish are pretty gorgeous. But yeah, super cool. Absolutely love those. We also have these really nice, beautiful, if it'll focus, come on, there you go, gold Australais killie pairs. You can see both of the males there, and you can see a female hanging out back there. Really cool. It's an absolutely beautiful killie fish. I love them. Always happy anytime they come around. Killie fish and wild betas are always like a big love of mine. Really like that. Super cool to see. And top it all off, of course, we know I was going to talk about the Leucistic Plecos. I love these guys. Moving right along to what has kind of like become a pseudo predator tank. We have this absolutely big, beautiful, gorgeous Delhaize Bashir. I'm just going to keep calling them Polypterus. Beautiful Delhaize Polypterus. Absolutely love those. We also have some more of those gorgeous brown African knifefish. And, new this week, some adorable little buffalo head cichlids, which is an awesome little ground-dwelling cichlid that I absolutely love, especially with their unique personalities and fun little faces. We also have the gorgeous orange Zingu pike cichlid. Really cool. Love to see that. As well as some albino and non-albino Senegal Bashir, or Polypterus. I really should just stick with saying Polypterus. Oh, there's a good look at one of those buffalo cichlids too. They are actually really pretty despite having like one of those face only a mother can love. They are a really pretty fish. And from there we go from the predators to the tiny fish, starting with a whole bunch of these beautiful blue-eyed Leucistic Plecos that we have. Gorgeous baby blue eyes, as well as you'll see something I'll talk about more in a little bit. We have these beautiful little diamond neon tetras. These are a different species than your usual neon tetra. You can tell by the slightly different coloration, but they're also a really tiny little species, great for nanotanks. And they have just this like super bright, shiny scalation on the top of their head, which is where they get the name Diamond Head. That it's just like as they move around, constantly flashes, and it's really cool. And of course, because I said I would talk about them, we have the absolutely gorgeous little sparkling gouramis, another really cool nano gourami species. Quite possibly the smallest gourami species. Don't 100% remember. They are definitely amongst the smallest though. They are very, very, very tiny species of gourami. But really, really cool. They call them the sparkling gourami. You can kind of see why, because as they twist and turn and move in certain lights, they sparkle. Even their eyes sparkle, which is really cool. And moving right along from those beautiful guys, we have more of those Phoenix glassfish because some of y'all decided that they were the coolest thing you ever seen and bought me out instantly. So we got more of them in stock that you can up on your schools there and get some really, really cool fish going in your tank. And one more really, really cool fish we have in this nano section are these absolutely gorgeous golden red gobies. Not too many pure freshwater gobies out there. Always really cool to see them. Most of these guys in this genus, Stiphodon, are what you're going to most commonly see as far as freshwater gobies is concerned, but each and every last one of them are incredibly cool. You see a real big pretty male there. It looks to be possibly a female there. So it seems like we got a nice mixed group too of possible males and females. All around really cool. Little wall clinging algae eating gobies. Absolutely love them. All right, just a few more things to go. So we start to wrap up here, starting with a couple of really awesome schooling fish we have in right now. One of them being the Harlequin rasboras. These guys are great schoolers. Absolutely love watching them swim together. It's just a unique pattern and color. But for a tetra-like animal, it is a rasbora, not a tetra. They do get a little on the bigger side, so if you were looking for something a little smaller and a similar look, you can turn to the pork chop rasbora, which is a much smaller species that looks almost identical to the Harlequins, although I think the orange on them is a little brighter. But yeah, all around super cool. Very similar to keep the Harlequins, but stay much smaller, so great for smaller tank systems. As well as, we still have a couple of those beta phallics left. Really, really cool, as well as a bunch of little pygmy-cories. On to our last schooler, we have a whole bunch of beautiful rummy nose tetras in. Lots and lots of these guys. One of my absolute favorite schooling fish. They look so great in schools. And we also have a whole bunch of beautiful coolie loaches. And one more tank before the end. We have the Discus, of course. We have a couple nice, big, beautiful new ones in, like the Snow White and the beautiful turquoise. Loving that. Oh, how gorgeous. Yeah, tons of beautiful Discus in right now. We still have a handful of those big, beautiful black spot hatchet fish as well. Definitely come check those out. But normally I tease throughout the video when there's something really cool at the end, but this time I thought I would not tease it too much, leave it as a treat. See who actually watches all the way through. Because I got one more really cool fish to show you. This big, beautiful oddball of a fish is an absolutely gorgeous gold spot knifefish. One of the prettiest knifefish species out there. I absolutely love these guys. They have a really incredibly unique body shape, really, really nice reticulated pattern that only gets prettier with age. A lot of fish sometimes will dull out as they age. The gold spot knifefish gets even prettier as it ages. The gold in those spots will start to expand until it's almost like a giraffe's reticulated pattern. I feel like they may have seen a baby before they found an adult naming it the gold spotted knifefish, because they probably would have called it like the reticulated knifefish had they seen an adult first. But these guys are incredible. Knifefish as a general group are incredible animals. Electric eels are actually a type of knifefish, if that gives you any clue into how cool knifefish can be. Really, really awesome. Absolutely beautiful fish. A great way to end the video. Alrighty, that's going to do it for this week's video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and any of our local customers looking for anything cool or interesting like that gorgeous gold spot knifefish, feel free to email us at contact@exoticaquatic.com. We'd love to see if we can get in for you. Until next time.